Dennis, before we get on to this week's game, let's just recap a couple of games we've just played, one friendly and one against Brantham in the FA Cup. 2-1 winners at Brantham, but you weren't that happy.
No, I mean, in all fairness, I've not been happy. Probably for the last 3 games, the 3 away games, we haven't played as fluently as we played in the first 3 home games. So it may be a question that we may have to just adapt and maybe change our formation away from home to maybe pass it a little bit less, because the pitches away from home so far ain't been conducive to the way we like to play. So we can't just say we're going to play everywhere we go. We may just have to adapt a little bit of a different strategy away from home. But that ain't going to affect us this Saturday because we are at home.
Yeah, it seems our passing and movement's been affected. Do you think that's because of the higher opposition and better class of teams we've been playing pre-season?
No, I don't think so. We had to work hard in pre-season because we had tough games, but we still came out on top on most of them games. I think it's just, if you want to pass the ball, you need a decent pitch, you need a little bit of zip on it, you need it to be conducive for football to pass it quickly. And away from home, like you see on Saturday at Brantham, it's very bobbly around the middle of the pitch. We've made the players less confident to either move it on first time or control it and pass it. And it was the same at Desborough. Deeping wasn't so bad, but first half we played well, and second half the rain came down and we went with it. But no, I think it's the pitches that's not helping us. I don't think it's the opposition. We want to pass it and move it quickly, and it hasn't helped us away from home. But we'll adapt to it. We've got good players, we've got a good squad, and we'll sort that out.
That's good, yeah. And on Tuesday we should have been playing Ainsbury away in the Cup, and you quickly rearranged the game against Biggleswade Town. Division above us, haven't been beaten this season, but looked a very good performance. Yeah,
really good, considering, the first half, I know they brought the whole first team squad, like we had most of our first team squad here, but starting the game, I think there's only 4 players that started on the game against Brantham that started the game. So it shows how strong our squad is. We also had 5 or 6 not here: Liam Harold, Chillingworth, Jonah, Jordan, Luke McShane didn't play. So apart from the lads that was in the squad that night, there was 4 or 5 there that wasn't there at all. So it was a real decent performance again at home against a good, strong Biggleswade side. I must confess that. I was very impressed with Biggleswade. The first half was end-to-end, very competitive. But on the other side of the coin, I thought we were the stronger team on the night. So it was another good workout and a real competitive game that I thoroughly enjoyed and glad I arranged it.
Yeah, let's move on to a couple of ins and outs or new signings we had. I see we had 2 new signings playing on Tuesday. Give us a little bit of information on them.
Yeah, we brought in a lad called Grant Cooper from Chelmsford City. He's a centre half. He's going to come in and fill in for us at the moment. I mean, there could be a possibility of a bit longer, depending on how it goes. But with Jordan going out on loan and Jonah getting injured, we don't exactly know how long Jonah's going to be out. It could be a week, it could be a bit longer. So we need to bring somebody in because we only had 2 centre halves. So Grant will fill in there. We brought little Scotty in from Staltford when Watson played on Monday, and spoke to Scotty, and he's come in on dual forms with Staltford just to give us a little bit more of an option there at right back. He can play right back or right midfield, so it gives us an option there. We also obviously brought Big Roy in, which now gives us an option to go a little bit more direct if we need to away from home. I think that's everyone, but yeah.
Yeah, it's enough.
Yeah.
add to the squad. Let's talk quickly about some injuries. One to Jonah, which was surreal on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good job we went 1-0 down and not 1-0 up, because after Jonah went down that hole and got injured, all I had was 3 centre forwards on the bench. So we needed to go behind and not in front, because I'd have had no one to put on to defend the game. It was just surreal. He's just gone out for a warm-up. He's just going from side to side, and his foot's gone down a hole, and he's torn some ligaments there. So he's then sitting on the bench with half an hour to go with his foot up with ice around his foot. So it was a problem to us because, like I say, we only had forward players on the bench after that.
Right. Let's move on to Saturday. Looking at the table, we're sitting 3rd. We've got PNS on Saturday. Kings Lynn and Newport Pagnell both in the Vars, so vital for a win anyway, but nice to have a win and get to the top of the table.
Yeah, I mean, that's where we want to be, because if you do have a slip up at the top, you don't go too far behind, rather than if you're in 3rd or 4th chasing, you've got even more to make up, so that's where we want to be. PNS, it's a home game. PNS are an enthusiastic, decent side. They'll be okay in this division, the same as Chester, but we've just got to make sure that we play like we did in our first 3 league games at home, and hopefully we should win the game. But we should have a good performance Saturday. So we expect to win every game we play. I'm not going over the top there, but we've got a really good squad, and we expect to win football matches. So we're at home on Saturday. We want to put a good performance on for the supporters, and we want to try and get ourselves 3 points.
And injury situation, who's definitely out this Saturday?
Definitely out. Matty Hanover. I've spoken to Matty, and there's a psychological problem there with an injury over the last 18 months that we need to get him over that one. Chile, obviously we've been nursing from the start of the season, and it probably means that he needs to have a rest, and let's get him back right. Jonah's obviously out injured. Jordan's injured but on loan anyway, so we've really got probably 3 injuries there, but we've brought 3 people in, so as we lose 3 we gain 3.
Yeah, and being mindful of PNS on Saturday, Raunds on Tuesday, another league game before a really important cup game on the following Saturday against Leiston. You're going to keep Chile for that?
Yeah, I mean, we just have to see how he goes. I mean, we want Chile in the team, but we need Chile in the team. I spoke to him last week. We want Chile in the team available to play for 90 minutes. Because even though Chile does really well for us for 45 minutes to an hour, if we ain't put ourselves in front, then we have to change it through no fault of our own. So we want Chile on the park for 90 minutes, and between the team and Claire, the physio, we have to try and get him to that situation so he can play a full 90 minutes, really.
And talking about 90 minutes or playing at all, how's Junior these days?
Junior, back training tonight and looked fantastic in training, blowing a bit, but a couple of new players couldn't believe what they were seeing, and the players are shouting out, don't shut him down because he'll only mug you off. But, that's Junior. He's fantastic on the ball. It's great to see him back tonight. He's hopefully now over his groin problem, and he'll be available in the squad on Saturday.
Great. We look forward to good things on Saturday, Dennis. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.